Now I see why Barack bailed out of the luncheon. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, because if that's how she feels, she liable to show up. Then Barack got to throw hands. Hey, shout out to all of our subscribers and members here on the channel. My name is Reese Waters. Welcome to Street Politics. I want to wish you all a happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Today is a... Well, it looks like Michelle Obama has said her piece about a Trump inauguration. And to be fair, it's not like she doesn't have any experience. Yeah, y'all apparently did think that she was going to do this again. She thought otherwise. We always ask that question, what would Martin say? Now we see exactly what Martin would say. That look on his face, that is exactly what Martin would say right there. Apparently, we all thought it was a game when we saw Obama show up solo to Jimmy Carter's funeral.
Yo, what up, my people? The champ is in the hizzy. What up, Mike Pence? My dog. I see you sitting behind your former boss who tried to have you killed. What's good, Karen? Al Gore, my man. How you been? How's the internet?
All is well.
That's what I'm talking about. Marilyn, what's happening, shorty? Danny boy, potato with an E. You got it. Yeah, boy. I'm not sitting here by choice, so don't start no issue.
Don't start nothing? You think I want you people sitting here?
I think Melania does.
Sorry, that was the wrong clip, but y'all got any more of those?
Are you going to admit that my crowd sizes were bigger than yours?
Man, you wish. What are you really trying to compensate for?
Just ask Fox News, they'll tell you.
The only thing bigger on you, Donald, is your mouth.
I can't believe that idiot actually showed up.
Poor Obama has to sit next to that clown for the whole service.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably bigger than him.
No.
How do you know?
No.
Well, Obama's gonna have to do... Word? Apparently, due to the dangerously cold temperatures expected Monday, President-elect Trump's inauguration is moving indoors. If only we had an idea for what that might look like if you were to keep it, outside. Let's be honest, Donnie. You didn't want to see what that crowd was going to look like, did you? I don't think you wanted to see what that crowd was going to look like and go head to head with 2009.
The MAGA chuds are fuming at the fact that Trump is moving his inauguration ceremony indoors because the MAGA chud traveled. They spent a lot of money and they traveled to attend the inauguration. And Trump said, no, I'm going to move it indoors, which literally leaves these people out in the cold. Now, Trump said he was doing it. He was moving indoors because of the cold. Well, the fact is, there have been a lot of other cold inauguration ceremonies. He's held a lot of rallies out in the cold. Cold is not an issue. And in fact, even the MAGA chuds that went to attend are saying the cold doesn't bother us. We dress for the cold. We have warm clothing. There's no reason to move it indoors. Well, the reason is this. The real reason is this. Trump's team investigated and found that the hotels around the area had huge vacancy rates. What does that mean? That means that his inauguration attendance was going to be minimal. So in order to save face, because he can't take that, his ego cannot take an inauguration where only a few idiots show up. He just can't take that embarrassment. So he moved it indoors. That's the real reason. Now, if you MAGA chuds don't believe me, do your own research. Go online. You can go online right now and Google search the hotels in the area, and you will find nothing but vacancy rates. And that's the fact, Jack. Now, I've always said that you MAGA chuds are learning this lesson right now, that Trump does not give 1/5 of a half-eaten shit about you. He will throw you under the bus. Remember the rally he held where he bussed people in and then said, "F you, I'm not paying to bus them back to their cars." And he made them walk 2 miles back to their cars. That's Trump. He doesn't give a shit about you. He uses you to get what he wants. And as soon as he's gotten what he wants out of you, you. And I always said the cry of the MAGA chud would be this: we loved Trump because we always knew he would f people over. We just never thought it would be us. Let it sink in.
But you know what? I'm sure now that Michelle has said her piece, I'm sure they'll handle this with class. Well, what do we have here? Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary's attempt to slam Michelle Obama for skipping inauguration backfires. Well, I wonder why that would happen. It says, this tradition has gone on for over 100 years, said the investor, who's become besties with Trump, and he's been spending considerable time at Mar-a-Lago since the election. This is what presidents do and their wives on inauguration day. Well, I can't imagine he would say something that, oh, they got video?
She's a really nice woman, and Obama, nice guy. However, this is different. This is about signaling the office of the President of the United States, regardless of who's in it. This tradition has gone on for over 100 years. This is what presidents do and their wives on Inauguration Day. This is the holiest day of politics. It is the transition of power. You have to respect it. I don't like what she's doing here. I'm against it. I think it's wrong.
Somebody told a lie one day.
See, that was a typo. That wasn't nothing but a typo. See, typos happen sometimes on the computer, but sometimes they happen. Oh, that was an audio typo. So he just threw a couple extra zeros on there. I take you 100 years and I trump you 50 years. How about that? For the first time in 150 years, outgoing president doesn't attend inauguration. What's the date on this? January 20th, 2021. 2021. That was, who was 2021? That was, I don't remember. Wasn't that Kanye? Wasn't that the Kanye election and he said he was going to run? Former President Donald Trump skipped Wednesday's inauguration, defying a long-lasting tradition. Well, I'm sure he had a good reason. He probably had to move some documents out the bathroom. That's probably what that was. He had just got a new shipment of red hats, and he needed to make sure they got where they were, you know what I mean, where they were supposed to go. Not to mention the fact that he had a gym. He had to go to the gym to make sure that his abs were tight for them NFTs. That's what, you know. Oh no, it says he held his own farewell ceremony before going to Florida. So he was really out here like Evita talking about, don't cry for me, Mar-a-Lago, instead of going to the inauguration. People accuse Fox News of being anti-fact, but that's bad. You know what I mean? That is, and nobody said nothing. Really. You really said it. You let him make a fool of himself. You did Kevin O'Leary a disservice. You got him looking foolish on your air. Now, I know that you are a foolish factory. I understand that. But when you have company over, you're supposed to at least protect company. You can't have them looking as foolish as the regulars. I mean, we've seen it with Melania and Michelle Obama.
the bitter half of the Obama administration.
Maybe we should call her Lady Michelle Obama. It's like we have a king and queen.
Michelle Obama is so like the Duchess when she speaks
kind of
about.
annoying, though.
She is. Because, by the way,
well
they're
could
not
she
just
be eating. She needs to drop a few.
Melania Trump is spectacular in every way, and she is a dazzling representative of the United States.
She is a woman of strength and should be revered, not made fun of.
The woman is beautiful inside and out.
Melania Trump is one of the classiest, most elegant, smartest women I know.
And it's impossible for people not to have the pants charmed off of them when she shows up.
America and the world seems to have fallen in love with the First Lady.
In fact, Fox News went so far into that bag, Melania started to believe it herself. Melania takes a swipe at Obama's over challenging transition as Michelle skips inauguration. Melania Trump took a swipe at the Obamas over what she claims was a challenging transition in 2017. The incoming First Lady's dig follows Michelle Obama's decision to miss President-elect Donald Trump's second inauguration next week. Now, Yahoo, surely at some point in this article, you will mention, Trump himself skipping Biden's inauguration. Surely at some point, you will mention, oh, here's Biden. When asked whether the Bidens have been accommodating the transition, she swerved the question. So that's, she made any reason to not say that they have. Let's see. This comes as Michelle Obama's representatives have confirmed she'll be skipping Trump's inauguration next week. No official reason was given, but a report yesterday claimed it was because she doesn't want to plaster on a smile for someone she fundamentally believes is a threat to American democracy. There's no overstating her feelings about Trump. She's not one to plaster on a pleasant face and pretend for protocol's sake. Michelle doesn't do anything because it's expected or it's protocol or it's tradition. Let's see. Speaking of tradition, that was a way to transition to Trump missing. The First Ladies had an awkward moment during Trump's first inauguration, which the Obamas did in fact show. Wow. So we did a whole article. About Melania Trump taking a swipe at the Obamas over the challenging transition as Michelle skips the inauguration. We did a whole article not mentioning the fact that Trump was not at Biden's inauguration. It's easier to mention it than to not mention it. I can't imagine that kind of one-sided journalism. But wait, there's more. Michelle Obama says Melania Trump turned down her offer of help. An article from CNN dated 2018. So in 2018, Michelle Obama wrote in her memoir, Becoming, that her predecessor, Laura Bush, had extended her help when she was an incoming first lady, telling her that if Obama needed help, she was a phone call away. In turn, Michelle writes that she did the same for Melania Trump when it was her turn to occupy the role. Trump, however, has yet to take Obama up on her offer. On Sunday, Obama was asked about the incident by ABC News' Robin Roberts. Has Trump reached out and asked? No, said Obama. No, she hasn't. That is fascinating. So that was information that was already out there. And yet we still got that whole reporting about Michelle Obama not coming without mentioning Trump not coming. That is, I think Melania was just copying Michelle. You know what I mean? Because clearly Michelle Obama felt snubbed by Melania not reaching out. And so now because Michelle felt snubbed, now Melania feels snubbed because she takes on, you know what I mean? It's just she just takes on whatever it is that Michelle is giving out.
Barack and I were raised with so many of the same values.
That you work hard for what you want.
You work hard for what you want.
That your word is your bond.
That your word is your bond. That you do what you say you're going to do. That you treat people
with respect.
With dignity and respect, even if you don't know them, and even if you don't agree with them.
And
Barack and I set out to build lives guided by these values and to pass them on to the next generation, because we want our children and all children in this nation to know that the only limit to the height of your achievements is the reach of your dreams and your willingness to work hard for them.
And your willingness to work for them.
Honestly, Melania has evolved. You know what I mean? Because she's also taken on Kamala Harris, because she saw what Donnie had said about Kamala Harris in the Time magazine thing, looking like one of the most beautiful women that's ever lived. She be copying Kamala Harris too. That's why she rejected the tea with Jill Biden.
Guess who's refusing to go to the inauguration? Michelle Obama. And Kamala Harris has refused to invite the next second family, J.D. Vance and his wife Usha, to the residence where she stays, where the vice president stays, for a tour or just for a nicety.
In 2 days, we are going to take out the trash in Washington, D.C., and the trash's name is Kamala Harris.
For a tour or just for a nicety.
And immediately afterwards, Melania Trump declined Jill Biden's invitation for tea at the White House, and yet I haven't seen a single Republican call her out for disrespecting protocol. The first lady from 8 years ago skips an inauguration in their outrage, but the incoming first lady skips a tea with the current first lady, and it's fine. Give me a break. Very underrated program. Give me a break was, by the way. That's all that is. She just saw what Kamala did. She studies the greats. She studies the greats. Oh, we got what? Former presidents Obama, Clinton, and Bush won't attend Trump's inaugural lunch. Say it ain't so. Look at that. Obama received an invitation but declined to attend, according to a source familiar with the matter. Clinton was also invited but doesn't plan to attend, according to a second source familiar with the matter, while Bush's office said it's not tracking an invitation to the luncheon. Former Secretary of State and First Lady Hillary Clinton also received an invitation to the inaugural luncheon, but will not attend, according to a third source familiar with the matter. A spokesperson for Trump's transition team did not immediately respond to a request for comment on the absences. See, this is the good peer pressure. You know what I mean? Because they always talk about peer pressure leading you somewhere negative. This is the good peer pressure too, to convince 3 different living presidents and their spouses not to attend the luncheon. Like, I can't imagine what that phone call might have been like.
I'm a little angry that we are indifferent to his erratic behavior, his obvious mental decline, his history as a convicted felon, a known slumlord, a predator found liable for sexual abuse.
No, we need an adult in the White House. So if a candidate is erratic and threatening, if a candidate traffics in prejudice, fears, and lies on the campaign trail, if a candidate thinks that not paying taxes makes you smart, or that it's good business when people lose their homes, if a candidate regularly and flippantly makes cruel and insulting comments about women, about how we look, how we act, well, sadly, that's who that candidate really is.
For years, Donald Trump did everything in his power to try to make people fear us. See, his limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of 2 hardworking, highly educated, successful people who happen to be black.
You know what? I changed my mind. Michelle should go. He should go. Yeah, just say all that. Honesty is good for the soul. Just cleanse all that. Say what you got to say. Now I see why Barack bailed out of the luncheon. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, because If that's how she feels, she liable to show up. Then Barack got to throw hands. Nah, yeah, he was that was the right thing to do. Barack let his freedom ring. He let his freedom ring right there. Clinton said faith is taking the first step out of the luncheon, even when you don't see the whole staircase home. W like, wait a minute. So the Clintons not coming? And the Obama's not coming? Laura, you not coming? Free at last. Wishing you guys a very happy Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I hope this is a day that your hearts are as open as the seats at that luncheon.
But wait, there's more.
So here's what we're going to do, guys. On January 20th, we are going to boycott the inauguration. Now, what's something that every narcissist loves? Attention. So what are we not going to give you-know-who? That's right. So we're going to boycott it. We're going to ignore him. We're going to ignore it. We're going to ignore everything about inauguration and see how he feels.
Well, don't just stand there, shorty. Get down.
Hey, I want to thank you guys so much for supporting the channel as we approach a new administration and the changing winds of our media landscape. I want to invite you to join my channel. I think it's very important to preserve a space and a platform where I can communicate clearly and honestly, as all of our creators are hoping to maintain. Unfortunately, it looks like that ground may be evaporating right underneath our feet. So I wanted to let you know I'm going to continue to post on my channel, but I'll also be posting more in the membership section as well, so we can have clear and honest conversations. You can find the button to join right there on my page. There's also a link in the description box to all of my videos. I also want to invite you to join my mindfulness and meditation channel. That's my second channel. It is Way of Waters, because we gonna need it. We gonna need it. I might wear that thing out by the midterms.